All right.
Love some of the skin choices here.
Me too. You can't go wrong with some of these skins. I mean, come on.
Lumberjack Scion is a personal favorite of mine. Really a fan of that
Oh,
one.
is it?
Uh, yeah,
See,
Pentakill Olaf's
I'm a
another
big
good one.
fan. Card Kid's playing for my heart right now. They've got the Obsidian Dragon set Prestige Edition.
It's so pretty.
Oh, and Pentakill Olaf. Look at Pentakill Olaf.
Yeah. I think that's just the intimidation factor. When you see some topless Viking running at you with big maces, you're probably in trouble.
It'll be interesting to see. I haven't seen Thunder Marble play Olaf yet, I believe, so I'm excited to see them play.
Should be pretty good. He
And
seems to be a very
mhm.
knowledgeable jungler when it comes to clear times and map rotations and helping his lane. So,
Mhm.
and with a strong pick like that, you pretty much do some work.
Uh-huh, and we've seen I Like Cups and Buckets play Lucian before, and they had a really good game, so I'm excited to see them play again.
It was a different matchup though. It was not against an Annie. Annie's stun, if it's
Yeah.
timed properly, is going to be a problem for Lucian to escape. But they both farm well, they both poke well, so it's just a matter of who can manage the mana and who can get away.
Actually, I feel like looking at this setup, like this is the least amount of stun we've seen on both teams in all the matches so far. I just feel like people just go so stun heavy.
There's a lot of crowd control, and I mean, you have the knockup from Scion, the slow from Scion, you have the taunt from Rammus. There is still a
Oh,
decent
okay.
amount of it in there. Yeah, Caitlyn's net is a slow. You have the Morgana binding. It's just, there's a lot going on. If they catch somebody not in the right position, they probably aren't going to walk away.
All right, well, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on our top laners in early game today. Oh, looks like everyone might be going to the jungle. Right up to the rivers.
This is interesting because we didn't see GHC clump in the top lane in their other games. They were roaming in the jungle as a 5-man pack early on, so it looks like they
Mm-hmm.
sort of split up to get vision.
Uh-huh. Oh wow, they're going for it. Get some good hits in on Annie. Oh, Annie's recalling. It's nice now that without the cloud of war, the fog of war, we can see what the enemy team is up to.
They're up to hiding in the bushes. I'm scared.
Well, now it looks like everyone's staying to their territories, but always in that first couple of seconds, it's like, what are you guys gonna do?
The posturing I think it's important, um, especially because if they can actually catch somebody by surprise and get like a first blood before minions even spawn, that's going to put them in a much
Well,
better position.
we saw that happen with GHC in a game. I believe was it the first game last week? No, the one of the second games last. In the first week they did that and managed to get off the first blood like within the first minute.
You almost had to feel bad for the poor person that they ambushed literally from the bush.
Card Kid getting some good hits in off on Scion right away.
I'll be curious to see how the farming goes, the CS difference between the teams.
Mm-hmm. Right now, though, it looks like gold-wise they're staying neck to neck, which is what we love to see for Grace Harbor. Oh,
Oh no!
nice, nice flat. Good teamwork.
She ended up burning both of her summoner spells, but she was able to avoid the first blood, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that knockup.
Yep, I forgot that he can do that.
Unsuspecting crowd control. Oh, Alrim is out of position. Flashes to escape.
Oh, he just got away with literally 10 HP.
Oh, and they gave the red buff to Lucian. That could be bad for Annie.
Oh no, I think they went and stole it from Alma, actually. I did see them up there, so I believe they actually stole that from their Ramish jungler.
Well, it was either going to Olaf or it was going to Lucian, and I think that they gave it to the right person. That'll give him a lot more presence in lane.
And it'll allow him, wouldn't that also allow him to, if red is health regen, so yeah, he can get up more and close with Annie right away.
It'll be a lot better for trading in lane.
Just the back and forth card kid, very good job. Ooh, we got a gank coming in from Olaf, and oh, first blood to Lucian. Let's go. I like cups and buckets.
Alright, so who's winning the poll this evening? Who had Lucian in less than 5 minutes for first blood?
I don't think we had a poll, but if someone thought that, congratulations, you were right. Oh wow, look at Karkit's got them all the way pushed up under the first tower. We love to see that. Just gotta be careful with staying out of range. Nope, Sion decided to go back.
Yep, they're both recalling.
Oh wow, look at Lucian pushed all the way up there in mid lane up against that Annie. See it on the mini map. Right, back off. There we go.
Yeah, the jungle clear times in this match definitely go to Olaf. But I think later on, Rammus will be better when it comes to late game ganks. The whole taunt of the AoE damage is a big deal.
His taunt, man. So do you want to explain how his taunt is better in later game? That's always something that's confused me, that like, is it due to the items that he gets or the level up stacks?
It's a little bit of both, actually. Because he gains additional damage based on his armor, and a good Rammus player will put up their defensive ball and then taunt afterwards. So if he's got more damage reflection, more AoE, and the more levels you have in taunt, the longer the duration. Just ends up being better skill all the way around.
Oh, we've got a face-off going up against the two junglers. Unfortunately, Megagate was taken out by Alma College, and we just saw Zodet as well. So we're now 1-2. Oh, well done by well earned kill by I like cups and buckets.
And that just shows the difference in the gank potential early on. Olaf landing an axe, the slow to keep the enemy team from getting away, is going to secure
really
kills
helpful
in the early game. Yeah, Rammus' taunt is going to be able to single out specific targets in late game team fights.
If someone's too out of position, they'll be easy targets for him. Nice. Grace Harbor just picked up the Cloud Drake. It's good to see them going for those objectives early game.
That was a really big downfall from last week's game, and I think that's what they took away from it, was that objective control can really help a team get ahead or fall behind.
Yeah, and I think that I believe, oh gosh, the team just Akron White, their team was very good about going for those drakes. They were literally waiting for them to spawn in, and that's like really good like clockwork planning there.
Very important. Usually, like in the professional levels, the teams have a shot caller, and this person they'll literally have timers, like internal timers, and know the spawns for everything so that they can posture and position around it early.
That makes sense. Did you just see that their Ramus from Alma College is named Vibing with Gromp? I find that very adorable for a jungler name. Oh, looks like mid lane is having some honeys there with Olaf and Lucian.
I do agree with Roboman's comment in the chat about the Powerball knockup and taunt being better crowd control, but Olaf does have the potential to do much more damage, especially in a one-on-one, than Ramus will.
Alright. Oh, there you are going after Rift. They did manage to take out, I believe it was Ion. Nope, it was Ramus. Oh, are they gonna get Annie?
Teleport coming in.
Oh, so close. That was a really...
Get out of there. Oh, that hurts.
If Lucian get away? Yep, Lucian got away. That's good. That's good at least.
Bottom turret not looking so hot there. Missing a couple plates.
Yeah, they have been really struggling against Alma's team up here with this Morgana and Caitlyn, and they are a pretty fearsome duo just in characters themselves.
Agreed. Summoner heal used by Zodet there to keep him healthy enough to stay in the fight.
And that reach too with the opponent's Caitlyn is just... Ooh, that was a good flash by Zodet. Unfortunately, Mega Gate, I believe, was caught by Morgan's abilities there. I called him Morgan. Morgana's.
Yeah, you can see by looking there on the chart that there's a pretty sizable difference in CS between the two carries.
Wow.
One of them at 98, the other at 22, so she's not been able to farm very well on Syndra.
They've been pushing them back.
But their jungle, their mid lane, and their top lane are doing quite well.
Oh, it looks like our opponent, Alma College, is going to be taking the first turret.
Chaining that crowd control is so vicious.
Oh. We're seeing a lot of really good teamwork from our mid and jungler today. And then Card Kid comes down and join when they are able to. Oh, looks like Alma is going for that rake. I don't think... What? I guess it might actually work out in our favor by using the Rift Herald up in top lane where none of them are able to help. Alright, so they have slain the Mountain Drake. So
One
close.
For another.
Unfortunately, I believe the turret plating is still up for another minute 30 seconds. So, yep. So they were unable to get it completely. Which just goes to show you how well our opponent has been doing in bot lane in order to get that turret so early. I like cups and buckets using their R there for some... Oh, they reconnected. There we go. Oh, some good sportsmanships here. Yeah, and some good sportsmanship by both teams here, especially Alma. They were actually the ones to pause and resume it. All right, the game has resumed. Lane now, interesting. Now we start to see the roaming. Oh, our dynamic duo are up in the top lane going for our turret. Oh, here comes assistance. Oh. Stopwatch and Nico. I see it now. Alright, we have 4v4 right now in top lane. You're only missing Annie from our opponent's side, and from our side we are waiting for Mega Gate Uwu as Nico to respond. Another turret for Alma. Mega Gate Uwu is back up and will be joining just shortly after Annie does. Oh, so close. Getting the Caitlyn.
Nice flash there to dodge the binding.
Oh no!
Looks like
Card Kid is having trouble. Oh, reconnected. And they are still moving, so they are good. Here comes I Like Cups and Buckets to scare off people from their tower. I love one of the things that League changed for their 20-year anniversary was the Drake effects for the arena, and I really love what they did with red buff and blue buff spawning areas. I think that was something really new and interesting to add to those sections of the game.
Well, they needed to change it up. They did a big overhaul on the jungle camps and, you know, the importance of them, so why not make the Drake dynamic as well?
Oh. Hard Kid unfortunately got stuck there under turret for a little bit.
Third turret down for Alma.
You're doing very good about just focusing on turrets. Both teams are keeping in mind that the Drake is spawning. As you can see, they're both pinging it, so we might be seeing a team fight here in a second over at the Drake.
Clearing vision. Always a good idea.
Katarina throwing up her traps. Alright, here it comes. Alright. Looks like the best thing for Gray's Harbor right now to be try to steal it.
I never got the chance.
They just chewed through them, but also would have been quite dangerous for any one of them to go in on that. So that was a smart, safe play.
I can agree with that one.
Mega Gate Uwu, unfortunately caught by the four. Oh, good use. Trying to get away from the Rammus and their taunt. Oh, good ult there by like cups and buckets to fend them off for a little bit. Got some recalls.
It should be interesting to see what they do pushing forward shortly because Baron should be spawning.
Be interesting to see if Alma decides to go for it right away. Oh, Mega Gate Uwu just pinged that the Rift Herald is alive and is currently being taken by Scion and Rammus. Starting to see a little bit of a gold gap at about a 5,000 right now, and still 0 to 4 turrets. Alma in the lead. Oh, never mind. I have to correct myself. It is now 1 to 4. Looking like CS, Card Kid, always doing what they're known for and having really good nose to the grindstone. Lucian doing good. Ooh, both Morgana and Caitlyn have bounties on their heads. That would be some good gold if one of Gray's Harbor is able to pick that up. Oh, that turret's hanging on by a thread.
It's a good point, Robo, man. If Olaf has his ultimate ability up, being unstoppable, means that he can pretty well go wherever he wants to. Just hope that they don't have enough damage to kill him before he can steal it.
Yeah, this is true. And many of times have I seen an Olaf use it to do that. Nice, another turret taken out.
That 5k gold gap has become 4. There's the unstoppable.
Oh, good stopwatch use there by Card Kid and then using that damage. Alright, so you lost Under Marble and Card Kid in that fight. Third turret for Gray's Harbor.
Turret. Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to chase him down. Careful, Mega Gate Uwu. Red team has summoned Rift Herald in mid lane. And it looks like they are now going for Baron while Gray's Harbor deals with the Rift Herald. That's a really, really well done play. Olaf is coming.
Threat right in your face so that you can ignore us with map objectives.
I like Cups and Bucket hitting Rammus. Oh, tried to flash out, but still got locked on. Oh, beautiful play by, I believe, yep, Mega Gay Ooh managed to get away with their duplicate. And instead of taking the Baron, the enemy team has decided to chase them down. That's, and if it's not to be considered a win.
They got the Baron.
Did they really? Oh, man. Oh, I see now, yep. So all of them but Rammus have the Baron buff.
Going after Scuttle there to get some extra vision. Never a bad choice.
No, especially not with Drake, I believe, being in or coming in soon. Oh, Drake is in. Hopefully Grace Harbor's able to go in for a steal. Olaf. Oh, Lucian just a second too late with that ult there, but trying nonetheless. So now we have 3 Drakes for Alma. Next one will be a Dragon Soul if they manage to get it. Oh, I see what they're hoping to. Oh, shut down on Caitlyn. That was... Oh, she must have died just before. Got a bounty of 150. All right. Oh no. All right. Good. They get using the turret to their advantage for the little time that they have it.
I'm inclined to believe that before starting the next game, they're probably going to request CardKit get a moment to reset internet or something to that effect, just to prevent the connection issues.
Yeah, we haven't seen this happen before yet, so hopefully we can get it fixed between games. All right, we're seeing about a 7,000 to 8,000 K gold difference. I think what's really going to come down to is Dragon Soul and the next Baron by chance. Lucian doing really good with their crowd control. And Card Kid. We have narrowed the gaps with turrets. We're at 4 and 5. Oof, but Rammus and Sion just do such damage right now. And Caitlyn and Morgana are very good together. Oh, good use of Unstoppable there. Oh, and Card Kid going in for the cleanup. Oh, where did Rammus come from?
Rammus.
We might be seeing a push here. Right. This might be it. But I believe in Grace Harbor will be able to defend themselves instantly. Oh, they're going back. Oh, Scion, Lucian, and Olaf in bottom. I think they're waiting for one of the next things to spawn.
Should be the with the Drake in a minute. Something like that, minute and a
They
half.
both have the timers up on the mini map, so it should be any second. Getting vision. Oh my gosh, that taunt.
Remus also picked up a Thorn Mail, which just means that taunt is that much harder.
Oh, I like Cups and Buckets coming in for a kill. Oh, Annie just coming in with the Tibbers. This has been played really well by Alma today, but Grace Harbor was also just putting it there all during this game. Still coming in, trying to get some little hits off, but good game and well played.
It's always nice to see the good sportsmanship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Just have to wait for our stats to come in. Wow, 227, 200.
Even with connection issues, card could bring in 200 CS.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
I'm just really surprised though, even with the CS difference between bot lane between Grace Harbor and Alma, like how much of a gold difference there still is too. Like even for only 21 minions killed, look how much more gold Morgana has in comparison to Megagate Uwu just from kills alone. Like that's how much a kill can mean. I'm really excited to see how this matchup goes. Because we have some returning characters and some new characters on both teams.
Alright, first order of business. Somebody needs to get Cups and Buckets a skin for Corky. Because Grace Harbor's losing the skins game right now. I'm so sad.
I love, that's one thing I love about Riot is that they definitely have a wide range of not only, characters, but the skins for their characters. It's something that's very nice. Robo Man says Corky's Gatling gun will also shred enemy armor, making it easier to take down enemy chonky boys. So I guess that's something to keep an eye out for Udyr and Cho'Gath for when they go up against Corky, is how much of a beating their armor takes from his Gatling gun.
The other thing that we need to keep an eye out for is the person playing Scion last game built really tanky, very durable. And with Cho'Gath's Feast doing true damage, he might potentially be able to just delete someone after he's poked down to a certain percentage, making it a 4v5 situation in Grace Harbor's favor.
And that's something we love to hear. All right, they're off again. Oh, we love seeing Alma College having some matching colors there with the pink Warwick. Love to see it. Oh, they're all going up to the river again to see if they can entice anyone out to come play. Just dancing over on Alma College's side. Love to see it. Everyone's just wiggling.
It's really scary to see Cho'Gath with that skin in that bush. He looks like a giant scorpion.
It kind of does.
Minions have spawned.
Right, looks like everyone now is going to take out the buffs. I will agree, Cho'Gath does kind of look like a scorpion when he's doing his little dance in that bush. He's still doing it. You can see it on the mini map.
Yeah, I don't want to put on any footwear until I check for rogue Cho'Gaths inside my shoes.
Oh yeah, you don't want a little. Oh, could you imagine having a little Cho'Gath in your shoes?
Nom 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 nom.
All right. Roman, you can't run from Cho'Gath in your dreams. This is true.
Nobody can hear you scream.
which is kind of funny for those of you who don't know. Cho'Gath is considered a void creature, so I love all the void creatures. They're one of my favorite. They're my favorite champions.
Oh yeah.
And the skins that reference the void. So anything cosmic space, we love to see it. Some good exchanges here going on in top and bot lane. Ooh, look at the hits going down in bot lane. Ooh, Mega Gate Uhu and Zodet are pushed up under that turret.
First game coming up top.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Ooh, First Blood went to the jungler too, so that Warwick is going to have more power being able to go into those lanes. Cassiopeia's poison is also going to be a problem.
The range on the Lux and Caitlyn combo for the harass is so annoying.
It really is. Unfortunately, I mean, Ez has reach, but he's just not as far as Caitlyn and Lux, I feel. I feel like he's just a little bit too short. Ooh, nice, well done play by Thunder Marble, and I like Cups and Buckets there in mid lane, taking down Cassiopeia. Zodet's making me nervous. Alright, Drake is about to spawn at the 5-minute mark. We saw 7, I believe the first Drake was slated at 7 minutes the last game, so let's see if Grace Harbor will pick up that first Drake again. Oh, Corky's coming down. Ooh, smart flash used there by Zodet. Especially with Warwick coming in. Hard Kid clearing vision. Looks like Warwick is at 3.
So Alma started into it.
I think, though, Udyr is hoping to go for a steal.
Running out of
No, they were
time.
just checking. No, I think they were like, I can't do 2. Oh, and Cassiopeia was upriver too. That would have been dangerous going on. Oh, Hard Kid doing good up here, it looks like. Oof, just barely caught in that. It's a nice hit.
Flash used by Cass.
What's the cooldown on Flash again? Is it a minute or a minute 30?
Flash, I think it's a lot longer than that, actually. I want to say it's like 3 minutes.
I think it is, actually. After I said that, I'm like, no, that seems too little. I think it is 3 minutes. Oh, going right up under. They are not afraid of this turret.
Card Kid does have Feast if he has enough mana to cast it.
Mm-hmm. I think he's waiting for the right moment. And Warwick's waiting behind there, too, to come out and get him.
Nice finding. Really good skill shot by Mega Geu.
Mm-hmm. Mega Geu is pretty good with those Morgana skill shots that I see a lot of other players struggle with. Well played there by Alma College.
Thanks, Robo Man. We were both wrong.
Oh.
It's 300 seconds, not 3 minutes.
300 seconds. Okay.
I knew there was a 3 in there somewhere.
Yeah, we were right. Yeah, we were. Well, I also had a 3 in there, so we were both right about the 3 at least. And that reach of Caitlyn's abilities. Got 4 now in bot lane with Warwick up at Rift Herald.
I love how they tried to ambush right there and launch themselves over the walls.
Oh, Mega
Nice
Geu
block.
taking a shot there for Zodette. Really well played. Oop, Thunder Marble might be able to take out Rolled Sushi here. Looks like Caitlyn used her heal to help Lux. Beautiful job, Thunder Marble. Oh no, Zodette got taken out in the meantime, but still a decent trade. Oh? Well, very well hidden there. Got a fight now between I Like Cups and Buckets and Cassiopeia. Oh, they managed to get away. That's the one thing I love about top lane. Top lane's gonna do what top lane's gonna do, which is just slow, like, just slow and steady.
I had a friend that described top lane as being on an island. You were all by your lonesome until somebody needed you to teleport in and do stuff.
Literally, though, that is what it is for top lane. Oh, Alma College has summoned the Rift Herald in bot lane, and so they will be taking the first turret of this game, it seems. It's hanging on by a thread. Ooh, Lux executed by the turret before it got taken out. Drake is gonna come up here soon. Ooh. I Like Cups and Buckets came in to corner them off. Got the kill. I think that might be the second or third kill for I Like Cups and Buckets, but I Like Cups and Buckets and Thunder Marble are sitting pretty good so far this early in the game. And that's another kill for I Like Cups and Buckets. Some good momentum that we were talking about. If we saw maybe some more kills, perhaps. Oh, and Thunderbird Marble going straight for the Ocean Drake, but Warwick does know that they are there. The audacity, though, to take out someone's vision right in front of their salad is something I always love to see. Oh, really good team play here. Let's go.
That was an interesting flash by Morgana.
Mm-hmm.
Right into the Scion hole.
Alright, so that is the second Drake Soul for Alma College. Ooh, so Det was unable to get away from that Katarina ult.
Caitlyn.
Yes, why did I say Katarina? That was weird. Thank you.
No worries.
It's so hard with how many champions there are to keep them all straight sometimes. Yeah, could we see the items, please? Let's see what they're doing and what the current bounties are sitting at. Because I feel like there might be one on... I like Cup of the Bucket. Might be a moment on that. Oh, the reach of these two in bot lane. Thunder Marble coming in for the assist. Oh, and Card Kid from behind. Wonderful.
Warwick coming in to join the fight.
Mm-hmm. I Like Cups and Buckets, though, focusing Jake the Snake. Everyone's still helping, fighting low health. Nice.
Nice Q by Card Kid
Ooh,
there.
even
Good
with that
flash out of the Lux ult.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't lose anyone there. That was really well played. Doing some vision clearing together. Smart, smart. Oh, we got someone teleporting in. Ooh, everyone's coming down mid lane, it seems. Nice. Card Kid just managing to get out. Alright, so we are seeing 4 and 4. That was the first death for I Like Cups and Buckets.
Blue team triple kill.
Oh wow, Cassiopeia with a triple kill. Warwick used his ability to hunt down Card Kid in the bushes. So they're gonna get a little bit of momentum from this. Is Scion building the same thing as last time, Mendy Bones?
It doesn't look like it.
I think they're building something different. All right, here they
And
come.
There you see Corgi with that giant rocket back.
Ooh, that Lux ult. So that was interesting. That was a full 5v5 there in... No, 4v5 in mid lane. There was no Scion. And Alma College was still able to do quite a bit of damage to Grace Harbor.
Sad but true.
Okay, we're starting to see Alma pick up some momentum. Throwing up some vision there. Alright, Alma going for another Rift Herald. It looks like Grace Harbor is focusing on the Drake as they start to make their way there for a spawn.
Clearing out
They
some
do know
vision.
that they are there. Looks like everyone's going to start converging there. Oof, that Lux ult doing massive damage. Blue team ended up with a third Infernal Drake. Oop, shut down Warwick. Shut down Cassiopeia. Oh, and I think they're gonna be able to pull off another one here. But unfortunately was, oh, good spell shield there by Mega Gate Uwu.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Everyone's making their way back. Oh, Card Kit's going to take care of the Rift Herald problem, it looks like. Here comes Thunder Marble to assist. Oof, but they did get the turret.
There's the first stun. There's the knockup.
There we go. Oh, shut down. Oh, they received that 450 bounty gold. Starting to see the gap close a little bit between gold and kills. We need to pick up some of those turrets. Roboman has noticed that Zodette needs shoes. And they said, Zodette, buy some shoes and I'll get you a sandwich. And then there's cheering, Chonky Boys, go, go, go. And I have to agree, the Chonky Boys for the win. Look at them go, no fear. Everyone's kind of converging in mid lane. Some good skill shots there. Caitlyn just does some good base damage, which is really hard to fight around because she can just kind of dent you a little bit from afar and then send someone else in to take the final damage. Oop, Baron's up in 30 seconds.
So she could hit Ace in the hole and just take a third of somebody's health from halfway across the screen.
I know. Oh, Card Kid, unfortunately, behind in the back of this fight, but might be able to do some distraction from behind. It took them a while, but they did eventually get Card Kid. Oh, good route. Oh, that Lux ult's almost getting to the point where it can delete you. Alright, looks like Alma College is going for that Baron. Alright, we're about to see them probably go down mid lane again.
That was another example of what I was saying about the durability that Warwick possesses. I mean, he hit that fight at a quarter health with Baron and ended up at higher health than when he started.
Yeah, having that life steal is just so important as Warwick. And it's really hard to fight against too, because while you're fighting him, he's dealing damage to you and taking your health and healing.
Not very nice.
Alright, what are they gonna do? Oh, looks like they're all heading. They want that dragon soul, so they are heading towards the Drake. All right. Oh, Thunder Marble drawing them off. Oh, the suppression from Warwick makes that so hard. All right, we have 2v5. Down 3, down 4. That Lux, yep, is building in just a way where her ult can really do some serious damage. And I'm guessing now with 4 out of 5 players down, they're probably just gonna focus going down mid lane. Do you know what the Fire Soul does?
I believe it's extra true damage to turrets.
I believe so as well.
It adds bonus to, I think, your attack damage and bonus true damage to structures.
Good flash there by like cups and buckets. They're doing their best to save this inhibitor. They keep getting pushed back. Caitlyn ult, they're on her bucket. Chonky Boy's being his best Chonky Boy self. Hard Kid taking some hits. Slowly getting all the inhibitors. Yeah, Alma is very good about objectives, but this game we did see a lot of potential early on from Grace Harbor with that momentum that they had from those early kills. Now we just get to see the all out. There we are. Good game.
Am I reading that right? You guys just hit the 300th follow. That's awesome.
Nice.
We did, yeah. Thank you to Jokester Dreams for being number 300. Oh, I think we have stats up. Okay, you two, unpack for me, dissect for me, if you will, what the stats are telling us about this game too, and also, I mean, we'll get to the congrats for Alma here in a second, but unpack this for me.
I would have to say up until the end there, that turning point, it was honestly a really close game. Like even if you look between like the CS is pretty even between both teams, just so Det was a little bit behind there, but overall it was pretty close.
I can do agree with that. I think that the difference came with the why can't I think of their name? We were just sitting here saying it. From Michigan.
Alma.
Alma.
Alma. That's the one. Yeah, of course. They had the ability to single out targets really well and they took advantage of it.
I think, and a big factor of that was Caitlyn and Lux's reach. That Zodette as Ezreal and Morgana with Mega Gay Uwu just weren't able to have that same reach and kept getting pushed back.
It's unfortunate, but the reach of those two champions can really be oppressive to play against. It's quite difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, definite congrats going out to Alma. You know, GG, well played. They got the win, and they deserved it. They played a stronger game than we did on the field today. So, Alma University taking the 2-0 sweep on us for this time around. But some pretty cool stuff happening on GHC side too. I gotta admit.